Episode 101 of the Loaded Couch. Spiked water, possibly from Flint, Michigan. Weird links and porno actors on the Switch. Comfy couch reviews. Celk molds his private parts. Questions from listeners.
Beer.
Reach in at your own risk. This is the Loaded Couch.
All right, guys, we're back. Episode 101 of the Loaded Couch. I'm Scotchhound.
Vision Pegleg.
And Celtic Fox.
And let's get started with our beer mash. We did have a homework, beer for this week's cast. From what we've been talking about prior to, it seems Celk will bring his later in the show, but let's get started with our brown ale homework.
Jeez.
Oh, yeah, Pidge, too. Jeez, I didn't even look. All right, let's get rolling with the beer that we are drinking, though, right now. Go ahead, Celk.
I am trying a limited release from Magic Hat Brewing. It's called Wee Heavy Champ, and it's a Scottish ale. It's, again, Magic Hat Brewing out of South Burlington, Vermont, and it's like a really, really deep reddish copper color, 8.0% alcohol.
Pidge?
I am drinking the 25 Dodici from Birra del Borgo. It's a winter ale. It's from East Philadelphia. No. Borgo, Italy. It's brown in color and 9.5% alcohol. It is brown, though. Is that a brown ale?
No, not at all. Okay, myself, I'm drinking Wynona's Big Brown Ale. It's from Voodoo Brewing out of Meadville, PA. It's a brown ale, of course. It's the color is brown, and this is for our Primus listeners out there with a hint of pink. Wink! And it's 7.5% alcohol. And for those of you that don't get it on the cast, Joe and Pidge, there's Primus, the band, has a song, Wynona's Big Brown Beaver.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So that's Wynona's Big Brown Ale.
Now it makes sense. What's a beaver?
Uh-huh. Anyway, so bottled water sales have more than doubled in the U.S. in the last 15 years, with Americans buying 11.7 billion gallons of the beverage in 2015.
That's a lot of plastic bottles.
That's a shit ton of plastic bottles. Anyway, so seltzer sales are also growing even faster. They're going at 42% over the past 5 years, according to research and consulting firm Beverage Marketing Corp. So it seems Miller Coors has come up with Henry's Hard Soda, an alcoholic soda brand owned by Miller Coors, of course, and Henry's Hard Soda launched this thing. It's the company's owned by Miller Coors. It's a line of spiked sparkling waters called Henry's Hard Sparkling. That just sounds dumb. It's 93 calories, and it says make the light choice. So
it's like a Henry's Hard Diet Soda.
Right. So it's kind of, I guess, playing into these, not your dad's soda or whatever.
They're along the lines with, not your dad's root beer, not your dad's, cough syrup, not your dad's purple drink.
Right. But instead of doing the caramel coloring and the soda additives of caffeine, they're just doing sparkling water.
These are now in stock at some of the beer stores?
I don't know. I don't go into the hard sparkling drinks.
Sparkling water section.
If they're in the stores, this is next week's homework.
That's just crazy.
I'm on vacation.
Yeah, exactly. Can we skip that one? We had a hard time with the hard cider, Celk.
Pussies.
Yeah, wait a minute.
That's what it was.
We had a hard time with cider. That's right. Celk didn't get the ciders, even though he picked the cider.
That's right. Yeah, and then he does it like 2 weeks ago, right?
I made it up with the straw man 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get into some movie talk. Celk, did you watch anything this past week?
I did not watch any movies. Nope.
All right, Pidge.
Transgender clown porn. No, I caught Deadpool again. I was watching.
Okay, so that's a no. I caught Fast and Furious 6 on TV.
Okay.
Nice.
I don't know what it is. Sometimes I miss with kind of binging all this Netflix and all these apps that you can get on the Xbox
Don't
and
tell me you
PlayStation and
miss
everything else.
commercials.
I kind of do. I kind of miss every 15 minutes being like, oh, I can get up and go get a drink of water right now and not have to worry about just saying pause or this, that, and the other thing. It's just
boy.
I don't know. It's kind of the nostalgia factor, I guess. I don't know. Maybe whatever. Anyway, so yeah, Fast and Furious 6. Whiskers actually watched it with me. She was like appalled at how bad of, just ridiculous, I should say. Not so much bad, but how just ridiculous the story is and stuff, or at least how, all these guys were gangbanger kind of car thieves, racers, and all that shit. And then they've turned into like these law-abiding
superheroes, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Where like he's Dom's driving with the door open, he smashes in the median, jumps over a split highway that's 400 feet off of the water, and catches his girl midair. It's just like, what?
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. Did you see Furious 7?
Yeah,
I have not. Is Furious?
Wait, no, I didn't.
That's
6 is the one with that like wedge car that's kind of set up like a
7's the one where they go to Abu Dhabi.
Oh, so that's the one with that race car.
I didn't see that then. Yeah, I didn't see that one.
Okay, yeah.
You guys gotta watch that then, because they get even more superhero-ish.
Wait, is that the one where he jumps from like skyscraper to skyscraper?
In a car.
Yeah. Oh my. And let me guess, it's Dom too, isn't it?
That's got to be.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I think Furious 8 was already out, right? I have no desire to see these anymore. After 7 and after the whole Paul Walker send-off thing, I'm done with the Furious movies.
Kelk's a huge Paul Walker fan.
I am.
Into the Blue was what, your favorite movie of him?
Yeah, I was distraught once he died.
I mean, I told Whiskers when we're watching, I'm like, babe, it's not for one, the bad acting, two, the crazy, just heroic crap that they're trying to pull off and be like, okay, yeah, these are just regular guys. It's more like a car movie. It's like you're watching it just to see the cars. Yeah, exactly. Just to see like, oh, wow, I could do that to my car. Yeah, I want to do that. You know what I mean?
I'm going to put a spoiler on my Corolla and make it go faster.
I'm all right. Yeah, I'm going to get a Corolla sticker to put across the top window in case people don't know. Oh, Jesus. All right, anyway, some movie news. Some of Take-Two Interactive's most popular franchises might soon might be turned into movies.
Oh, I can think of one that'll be amazing.
All right, Take-Two's gaming IPs include games published by 2K Games like BioShock and Mafia, and Rockstar game titles like Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Redemption.
Mm-hmm. Well, Lionsgate is already working on a Borderlands movie. We can't forget about that. So that's one of the IPs as well.
I think Celk would be Pidge, I should say, to start this off. I think Celk would be pissed off if they made a Red Dead, because it would totally cut into his Westworld sales. Westworld too.
Goddamn right. And that on the Borderlands movie, I mean, they've already made Mad Max, right? So like,
yeah, Borderlands is not Mad Max. I don't know what you're talking about. Borderlands has Salvador.
I think BioShock could make for a good.
That's what I'm picking.
That's what I was gonna say. That was
more over Mafia and more over Grand Theft. I think Grand Theft should just be left alone. The storytelling that they do in the game is great. Red Dead, it's kind of there's enough Western movies out there.
I mean, if you want to do like a short series in between games, like in between Vice City and San Andreas, like what happened in between there, like little short comic things or something, I'm okay with that, but don't go make it into movies. That's
and with Mafia, it's like you already have like The Godfather and Sopranos and stuff. You don't need to go ahead and make another one.
So I think we all agree that BioShock would be good, maybe by Gore Verbinski or something, the director who did The Cure, that movie that was just out. Looks crazy.
Okay.
Or David Fincher, maybe.
I have this director.
After he makes Animal Crossing. What the hell
his name is?
No, you gotta have Christopher Nolan do BioShock.
There we go.
Do a whole Inception, dream within a dream thing.
See, I was thinking, who's that guy that did Pan's Labyrinth and
Guillermo del Toro.
Del Toro.
I think that'd be a good one for him to do.
Oh, let's ask Calc, not Pidge.
Sorry. Anyway, okay, more news in movies. Donnie Darko, the 2001 cult classic sci-fi film starring Jake Gyllenhaal, whichever, is returning to theaters in honor of its 15th anniversary. That's kind of crazy.
Have you guys ever seen this movie?
Yeah, it's really good.
I have not seen it start to finish. I've caught parts of it.
So you pigeoned it.
I
Yeah.
definitely pigeoned it. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
no, because he didn't go back to it.
Oh, okay.
Like
Yeah, I at
pigeon, you'll
least
do
go
like,
back
oh,
to
this
it.
week I watched the first half, and then next week I watched the second half.
Yeah, at least I go back and finish
Yeah.
it. So you calced it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I calced it. I caught part of it. Had no desire to finish it.
That's good. Yeah.
I want to
All
see
right.
it. I heard a lot about it, but
It is actually a decent movie. I mean, it probably does have that cult following because it wasn't like a really well known or really advertised type of movie and stuff, but it does have like that cult following.
yeah, they said that it didn't do well in theaters because I think it came out in 2001, but it was towards the end of the year, and that's the same time that there was like a huge plane crash called 9/11, and there was a big plane crash in the movie too, or something like that.
Yeah, well, does like a engine falls on him or something, right?
Spoiler alert!
Told you, I saw some of it.
All right.
Anyway, the screenings will use a 4K restoration of the film that was released on Blu-ray last December.
And I'm not going to go to theaters just to see this.
Yeah, I'd rather just watch it at my house. TV watching. It looks like both of you watched something. What'd you guys watch?
How Celk says it, Taboo.
Taboo? Okay.
Taboo.
I watched Taboo. My wife and I have been binge watching Taboo.
Taboo?
Is your wife all hot and bothered over Tom Hardy like my wife or what?
No, I keep on saying it to her.
Yeah,
Well, that's a fine piece of ace right there.
Is it the blinged out jeans and t-shirts?
Ed Hardy.
Got the glitter wings on the back of his t-shirt.
Yeah.
That joke's not going to get old for me. Sorry.
I'm really enjoying it, but golly, I can't understand that British.
Oi!
It's like,
Yeah, isn't it like a Victorian era Bane? He's like he's got this real deep, dark voice,
and he always goes,
How many?
Sounds like Celk on the toilet.
Yeah. How many episodes in are you guys?
5 or 6.
Oh wow, you're almost done because it's only 8 episodes for the season.
Oh really? We just got to the one where okay, no, I can't because it'll spoil stuff. So
yeah, Scott, you got to check it out. It's actually pretty decent.
All right,
I think the
Called
sister
Taboo?
they do something to the sister. The husband does something to the sister.
Okay, you're at that part, and then on the Taboo talk, it was just renewed today for season 2.
Good.
Taboo was renewed.
Yeah.
Taboo.
All right, myself, I watched the latest episode of The Walking Dead. I watched some Chillin' with Bob Ross.
Is that what it is, Bob Ross?
Yeah, Chillin' with Bob Ross. Yeah, you haven't seen this on Netflix?
It's really called Chillin' with Bob Ross.
I don't know if it's Chillin'. It might just be Chill with Bob Ross. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of episodes together with him.
Oh man,
Awesome,
that's
I love
Kelk tweeted out Bob Ross.
Yeah.
And then I've been binge watching Shannara Chronicles.
That Bob Ross, man, that voice just serenades you when you're really drunk.
Man, it opens up everything.
It's like I was working on the computer and Whiskers was playing Breath of the Wild, so she's like, just put on something in the background. So I'm like, all right, let's put that on. And then I look over and she's not playing and I'm not working. We're both just watching Bob Ross. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And she's like, it's mesmerizing, babe. I'm like, it totally is.
Pretty little trees. Pretty little trees.
It's that wrist reflection that he has going on with the trees and the hair.
He loves beating the brush too after he washes it.
Yeah.
He gets a little chuckle to himself every time he does it. That's awesome. Anyway, so I watched that and I've been binge watching Shannara Chronicles.
Did you weren't you watching Shannara originally, or is this your first time
Yeah,
through?
but Whiskers said, she's like, I just really can't get into it. She's like, I'm just not into it. So then I sat on it for a while just thinking, okay, is she going to come back? Is she going to be like, all right, let's watch something new?
Yeah.
And just never showed any interest in it. So I just kind of restarted it myself.
Yeah, it's
And kind of like, all right, let me just check it out.
it's pretty decent. It's not horrible, but
And it's Favreau, right? John Favreau is one of the producers or director?
Yeah, he was like one of the executive producers of it. Yep.
Right.
And it has a very Lord of the Rings feel to it.
Right. Crazy thing is I think, well, not yet. Is it going to spoil? I don't think it's going to spoil where they are.
No.
Yeah, it's San Francisco. It's like right in like that California area.
Yeah. Yep.
Spoiler alert.
Crazy. But it's like in the like way future.
It's
like after the fall of man.
It's like 10,000 years in the future or some
Yeah,
bullshit
right.
like that.
All right. Anyway, in TV news, Ted McGinley, the 58-year-old actor who played basketball coach Roger Phillips in the 1970s hit show. What hit show? Anyway, said
Happy Days.
Okay, Netflix should make the classic sitcom their next revival project. Ugh.
Revive Happy Days.
Ooh.
Sunday, Monday,
No,
night.
no, bringing back Happy Days.
He was saying, like, man, would it be cool to see what the Fonz looks like now? It's like,
We know what he looks like.
you go see a Happy Gilmore movie or
Yeah, exactly.
whatever it is.
That's like
Big Daddy or
Henry Winkler's and all those. Oh, that's hilarious.
that's up there with certain '80s movies that should not be brought back either. That's Happy Days is a classic. You don't mess with that. That or Mork and Mindy.
Oh yeah. Oh,
yeah,
man.
they should bring back with the original cast.
yeah. Robin Williams, let's pull him back out and get him acting again. Mhm.
Dust them
All
off.
right. Jesus. Comfy couch review of Everything Must Go. Calco's money.
Yes, I owe money. I
Yes.
couldn't pull myself to do it.
Pidge, did you add that
What do you
the list already?
Yeah, I added his $5.
All right, Pidge, what do you think?
At first I said it was a yay because I watched like the first hour.
Okay.
And then the last part just maybe turned to a nay. I mean, it started off good. It was like everything just happened to this guy. It's like nothing could go right. And then all of a sudden it was just like a feel good story. And maybe because it was Will Ferrell, I was expecting more comedy. It was more of like a serious role.
All right. So you kind of went in with the expectation that it was going to turn into.
I mean, the first 30 minutes of the movie was pretty funny. I was laughing a few times.
The downfall of this guy's life where he gets his wife
Yeah.
leaves him and he loses
Why
his
not?
job and he's pretty much an alcalcoholic.
pretty much his
living in
dad.
his front yard, shitting and pissing himself on his chair while he's passed out drunk.
Pissing in a koi pond.
Yeah, okay. I guess that's kind of comical.
I mean, it was kind of a cool twist
Right.
to know what I mean, who his life wound up with.
Oh yeah,
But-
that was fucked up.
Yeah. But I don't know. I'm just saying that if it was like an hour and 10 minutes, I'd probably say yay. But it was an hour.
If they would have cut out the happy ending and everything else, you would have been happy laughing at the other trodden guy.
yeah, if like the pregnant woman, like beat him up or something, or did role playing, like
left her
next-door
boyfriend
neighbor,
and took him in.
husband. Yeah, the role playing like the next door neighbor.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, it hurts. Let me get some wine.
See, that was kind of funny. He's just sitting in the back window watching the neighbors.
Yeah, the best part is when he knocks on the door the next morning. He just
Doesn't say anything.
just nods.
Yep. He's like,
And he stares at his wife's chest, nods. And then he got the electricity from next door from them.
After that, because he didn't want that
Yeah.
coming out. Yeah.
Yeah, but the other thing is, how did he get a phone line that long to work?
Huh? What phone line?
He was using a phone to order like Chinese food. He used a phone line to
Oh,
call.
wasn't it the wireless one or whatever?
Yeah, but he has. Oh, I guess he plugged it in close to the house. I don't know.
So you guys
See,
are
it was like-
are kind of selling it to me now. I may actually check it out because it sounds pretty good.
I mean,
Like I said, it's not
okay,
a
but-
comedy.
Right. Don't go in there with the expectation of a comedy. 'Cause
Yeah,
No,
the whole
I-
beginning
I
of it's like
wouldn't- I
depressing, and
wouldn't-
then it's got the happy ending wrap up.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Just
think
go in
comedy,
there-
but it's just the way like things kind of happen and the way Pigeon's pitching it. It's I'm sure I'll find some like humor in the incidents that this guy goes through.
Right. Yeah, of course he will. But yeah, I mean myself, just because you guys were both nays, I was a yay. Well, Calc didn't watch it yet, but I was a yay just because it's something different. It's not the typical comedy of Will Ferrell where he's just over the top with everything.
But
Yeah,
that's why
it's
I might
decent.
like it. That's why I'm saying I might like it because I don't like his over the top comedy.
But what'd you think of him in Lego Movie?
in the
Granted,
Lego
he
movie?
wasn't on screen the whole
Yeah,
time.
in the Lego movie, that was kind of like it fit that role, so I was okay with it. I think it's just seeing him act out and go over the top with shit just kind of annoys me.
I'll leave it
the
at this.
tank. That was so good.
I'll leave it at this. It was a decent movie, but if they said to watch it again, I wouldn't. So it's a nay for me.
Okay. All right.
All right.
So our Frog of Destiny pick was myself. So I get to pick the movie again for this month. So the movie I chose was The Place Beyond the Pines. It's on HBO, guys.
That
That's
is the
Gosling
one-
and
Is that Gosling?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Gosling and
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper. Yeah, old Blue Eyes. Well, he's young Blue Eyes, I guess. Right? Don't want to kick Frank out of the way yet.
There's a chick.
It looks pretty decent.
Who's the
It's
chick in
I
that
think
one,
Gosling's like a trick motorcycle rider who's trying to
Motocross.
take care of his family or something like that.
Who's the female actress in that? There's a
I'm trying to think. I don't know.
because I've always been eyeing that up, and I heard it was like a decent movie. But now that you've assigned it as homework, I'll.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure it's something decent this time. I hate the nays and stuff like that from you guys, so trying to upsell this time.
No Bill Murray and no Will Ferrell's.
There was a Bill Murray movie that I saw that was kind of like it could have gotten by, but
I'll tell you what, Rock the Casbah, I was a fan of. I thought that was a pretty decent movie.
You just didn't like the other one where he was the drunk old man.
Well, I saw parts of St. Vincent. I didn't get to watch the whole thing, so.
Okay.
But from what I saw, it was good. He's good in that type of stuff. So I really don't I don't really have a thing against Bill Murray. Bill Murray, he's funny.
You're just Bill Murray'd out for me choosing it all the time.
Yeah, but
Scrooged. There's two. Okay. Anyway, all right. So yay or nay on the beer?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's a yay. There was 2 more bottles left at the place. I might actually pick one up for you. This was that Scottish ale from Magic Hat. And it's actually they say in the video online and on the bottle that it's got a it's made with a dry hop, like a hop that really comes forward. Okay. So you imagine the Scottish ales that we've had where you have the caramel and the chocolate malts and stuff. It's got that sweetness to it. Mm-hmm. But so now picture taking that and mixing it with an IPA.
Okay.
And you've got that.
I can't think about it.
You've got that IPA hop bite to it, but it's not like overpowering because you get some of those malts of the caramel. And
but do you get that hop flavor like you do with the IPAs?
Yes, you do. You get the hop flavor, but not the hoppy bite.
The bite.
Yeah, so I would actually very highly recommend this one.
All right. Myself, I'm a yay as well. This is a nice brown ale. It's pretty simple. I think I reviewed it on my review on Untapped. I said it's nice and easy, smooth. It has a little bit of a coffee hint to it, but it's just, for the 7.5, most browns I don't think are typically around 5. I could be wrong there.
I think browns are around 7.
Are they typically?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say anytime I've brewed brown, it's always come out of like mid to low 5s or 6 at the most. But yeah. Anyway, this is a good brown ale. Give it a try if you get a chance. All right, let's get a refill. I'm just going to finish mine because this is a big bottle. And we'll be back with Let's Talk Games.
For more from the Loaded Couch, check us out on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook.
If you like me and would like to follow me on Twitter, at Pigeon Peg Leg, and also on Twitch, Pigeon Peg Leg. Pigeon Peg Leg.
Hey, this is Scotchhound. If you want to hear more from me, you can check me out on Twitter at Scotchhound_LC or on Twitch at Scotchhound. All right, we're back with Let's Talk Games. All right. Pigeon, you want to lead us off with what you're drinking?
I went to my brown ale. It's called Bravo from the Firestone Walker. Thank you. Firestone Walker Brewing Company. It's an imperial brown ale from Paso Robles, California. Dark reddish brown, and it's 13.2%.
Dang!
Wow.
Yes. Yeah, I know. It's here's a little snippet. It's released February 4th, 2017. I think it says very limited, only 12-ounce bottles. So we proudly present the 2017 vintage of Bravo, our imperial brown ale, aged in retired American oak bourbon barrels. Although Bravo was first strong ale brewed for our anniversary ale blending program over 10 years ago, it has yet to see its own bottle release until now. Balancing rich toasty and chocolate malt flavors and a gentle balance of noble hops, Bravo is brewed to showcase barrel flavors with massive bourbon barrel notes that morph as the beer warms in the glass. So we'll see over time how it goes.
See how much it morphs.
I was gonna say,
why don't you give us initial impressions then?
Do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna initial impression. You definitely get the bourbon barrel taste, and I do get it's like a chocolate caramel taste that I'm getting.
But so initial impression, yay, nay?
Shit. I'm on the fence here. I would go nay right now.
Okay. All right. Celk, what are you drinking?
I'm Finishing off the rest of that wee heavy champ.
Wee heavy champ.
Yeah.
Okay. And myself, I got the Wynona's Big Brown Ale still. So right into games. Pidge, again, why don't you lead us off? What'd you play this past week?
We played some Division. You and I played some Division last night while Celk was watching
We did.
dirty videos on his phone. And we also played the Dark Zone together, all three of us, which ever since the 1.6 update was awesome, or it could be a combination of that and our buddy Hooligan Fish.
Yeah, he was carrying his own pretty well.
Yeah, didn't he say like he just got the game like 3 days ago or something?
Yeah, he did.
Right.
Definitely.
All right, what else did you play?
The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Oh my gosh. Kelk, I know you said, oh my God, I know. We don't talk about system releases that often, but this game is definitely a system buy. I mean, of course, we're going to buy the
system seller like crazy, man.
Yeah, just for this, if you don't get another game for another year and a half, I'd be okay with that, to be honest with you. Because I just went to the very first kind of like main mission in the story. You have to go visit Impa in the Kakariko village or whatever it's called.
Yep. After you make your way off of the first kind of introduction plan. Yeah.
Which was an awesome introduction.
It's super long too. I mean, you could spend easily 4 hours easy.
Yeah.
Just exploring everything there and finding everything, right?
And it just teaches you the mechanics and your special abilities. And then it's like here's a world that's huge compared to any other Zelda game before.
Huge.
That I've seen. I just been trying to go to the trials, the challenges, unlocking the Assassin's Creed totem poles, and stuff like that.
That was the thing. The big totem poles that there were things up on top. There was chests on top of.
Not where you unlock part of the map. It's like
okay, I got you. Yeah,
Eagle Vision, your sync.
Yep.
But my gosh, I haven't played it on the TV yet. I'm jonesing to play it because I got the Pro controller all charged up and ready to go. But I seem like I just playing on the pooper and in bed.
I was going to ask you about that because I was watching your unboxing video, which is hilarious. The charging.
Terrible. Yes.
Well, it was hilarious for the fact that the camera positioning, and that was about it. Otherwise, everything was pretty.
And my daughter with a Pokemon treasure map. Pokemon. Yeah.
Anyway, the Pro controller. You said it's a rechargeable Pro controller. It has the charger built in. So, is there a battery backup in the Pro controller? No, sorry. You have the controller, the grip. Yes, Didn't you get a chargeable version of the grip, or is that just one that plugs in, or does it have a battery attached to it?
No, the grip is only for your Joy-Cons, just so if you don't have a Pro controller and you want like your hands.
I thought you said there was a chargeable one of that.
There is. It's $30. I did not get it. I got just the one that came in the box.
Now, with it being a chargeable, is it that the grip charges and holds a charge and then charges your Joy-Cons, or does it have to be plugged in to be doing the charging?
It's the I think it's like a battery pack, the grip itself, and then when you plug your Joy-Cons in, it charges your Joy-Cons.
Okay, so but you don't have to have it plugged in with the wire to do that. I don't
think so. From my understanding, it just charges your Joy-Cons while you're playing.
While you're gaming, okay, all right. Oh, but you didn't buy that.
I did not buy. I just whatever I have in the. I might got the Pro controller.
Okay. All right. What else?
And then I played just some Dead Rising 4. Just
until I interrupted.
I don't know what it is. Like even for the Legend of Zelda, I'm finding all those little those leaf guys. Their name.
Oh yeah. Oh, what are they called?
Seeds. The Kariko seeds or something, or the green. We'll call them the green leaf guys. I've been going around finding those guys. I got at least like 10 or 11 of them already.
Nice.
And it's just like collectible nonsense, and that's what I've been doing in Dead Rising. I mean, I know I'm progressing the story slowly, but I'm like getting all the blueprints. I'm getting all the special weapons. So, like I'm unlocking everything in it before I'm like progressing, and I'm at like level 65 and only like 30% of the game.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, Celk, what you been playing?
Only thing I really been playing is what we talked about, Division. Liking that. I don't know if it's the 1.6 update or what, but Dark Zone feels a lot better, and especially feels better.
Well, once you can work your way into the map.
Yeah.
Because those stupid freaking idiots that were just camping the entrance was ridiculous.
You know what? It was kind of fun, though, even though I hated it.
Yeah, going in as a group the last couple nights, I don't even mind the people that are camping, because it truly becomes a PvP.
No, because we got pwned every time that we went in the dark zone before this patch.
Well,
True.
In a group of 3, we went in. There's one guy there and just destroyed us.
Yeah, that said, on top of the fact that when you went in the dark zone, you always lost XP and money.
Yeah,
and the fact
which always prevented us from going in.
Exactly. Then that's why we were just like, well, screw it. We're not even going to go in there. It's not worth it. But now that you can get yanked or killed, and you don't lose your money or your XP,
you just lose whatever you found.
Yeah, you just lose what you had on your backpack, which is no big deal. So I actually really am enjoying it now. I'd definitely be willing to give it another month or so to try and complete out some of the stuff, and then maybe get into Wildlands sometime in April.
Man, this guy really is pushing the Wildlands. I say we don't get. I say we get it for the PS, Scott.
Done.
Jerk. The other game I played was Bridge Constructor on my Windows phone. It's
got an engineer.
It's one of those little build the bridges scenario type of games.
And send a truck over it or something.
Yeah, it's like the different cars, right?
The cars,
further along,
the trucks.
Yeah,
it was one of those like pooper apps. Our bathroom at work doesn't get Wi-Fi or
you can play the Switch at work on the pooper,
or it doesn't get Wi-Fi or our cell signal, so I can't play Age of Empires on the pooper. So
you have to have it built in or built on.
So I got the Bridge Constructor to play for a couple minutes.
Get the Switch and do it.
Myself, I played Breath of the Wild as well.
Have you been playing it on the tablet or on the TV?
Yes, over the weekend I played on the TV, but most of the time at night it's on the tablet.
Yeah, how's it look on the TV? I'm dying to play on the TV.
It looks good. It really does. I mean, it looks the same as it does on the
what controller are you using? The Joy-Cons with the grip?
Yeah.
Or just Joy-Cons separately in your hand?
No, with the grip.
Curious how it works with like the Joy-Cons like separate in your hand.
I was gonna say
it's a little confusing. I mean, it's not because I'm kind of used to playing with the Wiimote.
No,
with
it is.
The nunchuck.
I was thinking about it though. Like I was like, okay, it's attached to the tablet. If I took it off, that'd be too weird. I need something in the middle.
The thing I like though, because sometimes I don't know what it is if you guys get this or not, but when I'm playing, for some reason my arms are usually bent at like a 90.
Yeah.
And after a while, like my elbow will start to hurt a little bit. Like it'll just start to ache from just holding my arms like that all the time.
A little carpal tunnel in the elbow there.
So I don't know if like having the Joy-Con separate where you can just kind of hold your hands wherever you want and then just kind of still do the controls and stuff. If that would
sit them under your butt.
Yeah, if you want to. Why not?
Is the Switch getting like heavy use in the bed now that it's like fully portable?
By me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Which
my god.
Is usually asleep at that point, but yeah.
I know it's gimmicky, but this was a good choice, man.
It really was,
just
especially for the
imagine
price point.
all the other games, Mario on the go, Minecraft on the go. Oh my gosh!
All right, I also played Project Cars. I got started into that, and I started.
How's that compared to Forza?
I like it because it's. I started at kart, so I started at the lowest of low, and I'm just racing go-karts right now. It's freaking awesome. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, and I'm just trying to build up my character. Like I'm starting to get fans and stuff like that. And graphically, it's not super impressive. It looks good. It's not super impressive. But the driving mechanics, I still have to get used to. I don't know if maybe using one of the older controllers would be a little bit better than the Pro controller, just because the
Elite.
The Elite controller, just because the steering. It's almost too tight.
I've heard Project Cars is very tight and very realistic compared to. They said if you go back to Forza after Project Cars, it feels very floaty.
Right, and the thing is with the Elite controller, you know how there's that spring back.
Yes. Yep.
It's almost too much with the Project Cars. Like if I go into a turn and then I let it spring back by itself, like he starts to veer the other way. I'm like, no.
Probably
and it
plays
gets all fishtailing and stuff. I'm like, damn it.
Probably plays really well with a steering wheel.
Yeah, probably. And then I also played some Skate 3.
How was that compared to like the Tony Hawk series? Because I know that was like a rival going on.
I haven't played Tony Hawk in years. I don't think I've played Tony Hawk since like PS2.
So how's it compare? Jeez.
It's okay. I kind of got stuck in the track or ramp designer. Because you can go into this one area, like a library, and you can set up like your own like track or ramps or whatever. You know, like your own fun park. I kind of got stuck on that for like an hour or something like that. So
I know your son's been playing the crap out of it.
Yeah, he loves it. He loves the crap out of it. He always runs around. I'm like, dude, is this a running game or is this a skating game?
Can you bail off the skateboard like mid jump?
Yeah, I think so. And then like you look like a Jedi, and you can hit the button, and it calls it back to your hand. The skateboard just comes flying out of from wherever the hell you left it back to your hand again. He's like, Dad, look, I'm a Jedi.
I like
Just
that little
consoles.
side-scroller skateboard game that you guys had on PS4.
Ollie Ollie.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one,
Ollie
too.
Ollie. Yep.
Oh, it's so hard.
It is. All right. Comfy couch review of Gears of War 3 co-op.
Co-op. Yes, this is the game that I chose because it was the month of love and Black History.
That's right. So, Celk.
I'll hit it real quick and let you guys get a little more detailed. It's
Real quick.
It was a yay for me. It's I love it. It looks great being backward compatible. I think it still holds up really good. I love the old, Gears soundtracks. I just love that, the tone and that music that sets the, the overall scene. Can't get enough of the gore. The only thing I'll pick on, and I always did hate it, was the rodeo run. I'm not a big fan of it because of the sticking to the walls in the cover.
You're not that good then.
Yeah, I'm not as good as Pigeon, but overall,
baby.
it's really good, and the co-op just makes it so much more fun.
Yeah,
Pidge?
I would agree. I actually like the rodeo fuck and the cover mechanic. I mean, rodeo run. It kind of like set the. It was like that's the turning point. Gears, like the cover, and then it's just going to evolve from there.
Yeah, I know
I
it's
think other games
their
going
trademark.
forward.
It's their trademark thing. I just don't like the mechanism of getting stuck to the walls.
Yeah, I agree. And I like playing co-op campaign. I think every game from here on out should be co-op campaign.
Now that we touched this a little bit with the co-op campaign like that, are you excited for Crackdown 3?
Yeah, is it
He was
co-op
excited
campaign?
for Crackdown 3 when it's first
I'm
announced.
just excited for crack.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be co-op agents. They said.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome. Oh, I can't wait. I love me some Crackdown.
Mm.
Like you said before, the graphics still hold up, but I did notice some wonky audio. I don't know if it was just like some kind of like weird piercing noise when it got too high, but it just didn't match up. And like you said, the guitar riffs when all the enemies are dead. Yeah, this is awesome. How about you, Scotch?
I'm a yay. Still a great game and holds up graphically, like you guys both said. For the backwards compat play on Xbox One, I thought it was nice. It actually, I mean, it probably looked better than it did on the 360. Maybe I'm just not remembering it correctly, but I didn't think it looked bad for as old as the game is.
Right.
It's so much better playing co-op, as you guys both said, not having to worry about Rambo Dom killing the KD ratio.
He's such an
Just
idiot.
run out there, I'm down! Like, you idiot! Just stay back here with the rest of us, you moron!
Maria!
Although, I could blame Pigeon for that same thing.
Yeah.
He's always up at the front
I
of
was
the
gonna
pack, running out
say
there,
we
shooting and
have
killing
our own
everybody.
Rambo for sure.
But at least he makes it back to pick a brother up when he,
When a brother's calling, yeah.
Exactly. Whenever something happens, or they spawn behind us, and you don't know it until you're down, and then he has to come back and get you. But yeah. So
I don't revive Celk though.
all right. So the Jack Mayhoff picker was Pigeon,
Yeah.
and your game pick for the month.
Any Connect game.
Okay.
The underrated Connect. We are gonna play any Connect game.
Okay. Even if it's something we've played already, you
Yes, but you just gotta play it again.
have to actually play it. Okay.
Yeah.
Time frame, anything required? Because I know you put that requirement on. What the hell was that? Outlast. Would you
Yeah.
put 2 hours on their minimum?
Yeah, play at least 2. Like Celk probably would have played like an hour. Like, oh, this is enough for me. It's too scary. No, just get into the game. Like if it has a story or something,
Yeah.
get into the story. At least tell us like, oh, the tutorial was great.
Right. That's kind of what we
Okay.
did with that. What was that? World Lock.
Earth Defense. Yeah,
Earthlock or good God.
Earthlock.
I couldn't even get out of the damn base.
Well, no,
That's the
that's
old
the
magic
worst.
or something. Yeah, so just get into it for a few hours.
Okay.
Get
All right,
some
Sony
exercise.
news. Yeah, exactly. Get off our rear ends, which is I'll get into that later. Sony news. I'm going to say that Nier Automata players can discover a secret shop that sells trophies.
That's awesome. Where's
After
the
beating the Nier Automata 3 times, a secret shop can be accessed that sells trophies in exchange for in-game currency. real world-
microtransactions?
Yeah, real world money cannot be spent in this store. Only currency earned within the game.
Hmm.
Thoughts?
Like as in
There's a lot of
is that in like the Sony trophies, like which are equivalent to the achievements?
Yes.
So they
Oh.
so they let you
Oh.
they let you buy achievements. That's kind of stupid.
I thought it was in-game trophies.
No. Well, it's
Well, come
in
on,
the game
I mean,
itself.
Yeah, that's the thing that's kind of annoying with some games, and I know it's not like it's purposeful, but I get frugal sometimes when I'm playing to where I just have stores of money. I know Pigeon does the same, especially in Division. How much money do you have in your person?
I have like 380,000.
Yeah, so it's like you're saving all that money up. Wouldn't you like to be able to do something with it?
Yeah,
Because when I spend it, I feel bad that I spent it on something I'm probably just gonna find in about 3 minutes.
I make them recalibrate everything.
Not anymore.
So what are your thoughts?
I like it. I like this idea.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm on the fence.
I can get the
with it.
Chiva. I can get the Chivas in the Division that I'm never gonna get, or like flawless raid. Destiny. Oh yeah.
Nice. Now, wait, you can. Okay, so you can spend the currency on any of the trophies. It's not just something where it's kind of like a mystery box.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure I'm a fan of that, but
Calc's a Xbox fanboy purist.
I think if they do it, there's got to be some kind of way to not be like all games are going to have to be guaranteed that you can't go ahead and just spawn like the cave in Destiny.
Oh, okay, yeah. I see.
What the hell was that? Where they just kind of went and they were like they kept going back to the cave,
spawning, and then they kept on getting the engrams.
Right, exactly. It almost have to be like a guarantee that there's not going to be any games that you're going to be able to get in current or like currency from, where you can just completely take advantage of the system and have all the trophies that you ever wanted.
they should have like a little symbol or something next to them showing that you bought it, not earned it.
Maybe
Should
it's like a different
should they
color.
have a little symbol for all the basketball and football?
Oh, I know.
baseball
Maybe
players,
the
too?
trophy should be green with a dollar sign on it.
There you go. Money green.
No.
Money green trophy.
Exactly. Yeah.
Called the
Bitch.
Celk cheat.
All right, Microsoft news. Voodoo Vince Remastered will release for Xbox One and PC on April 18th for $14.99.
Oh, for $15?
Yeah.
Voodoo Vince
Wow.
launched back in 2003 for the original Xbox. This remastered version features updated visuals and will run at 60 frames per second. Whatever. Additionally, the game will be presented in a 16:9 aspect ratio.
How many T-flops?
They didn't say anything about it being released for Scorpio.
That's intriguing for a $15 price point.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is one like I never played it originally, but I think this is one you gotta think about maybe picking up, especially since it's got the updated visuals.
On the Loaded Couch account?
There you go.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Maybe I'll pick it up for all the movies I skipped out on.
I think Scotchy owes us like a Scorpio system for each of us at this
Oh,
point.
jeez.
How many games we bought? Jeez.
Yeah, I'll have to find a sale day like you guys found. Well, I don't think Pidge did on his. Calc lucked out, right?
Dude, I dropped over like $100 so far.
Yeah, we dropped a pretty penny on them. I mean,
Calc dropped like $35.
All right. Anyway, the first officially announced game for Project Scorpio is. Come on, Calc.
it is Middle Earth: Shadow of War.
Mordor.
Yep. It's
Mordor.
the sequel to the Mordor Out of Nowhere game from what was that, 2 years ago now?
2 or 3? I'll look it up. I think it's 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, we're at 2017. Yeah, I'm gonna say 2.
Yeah, so it was
Or was it
originally what
15?
was it, Middle Earth: Shadow of Mordor, which had the Nemesis system that everybody
Right.
it came like I said,
2014.
yeah, it came out of nowhere.
Oh, it was 14.
Surprised a lot of people. And Pigeon, you picked it up, I think, on the sale, right? So we have it on.
Yeah, I picked it up on the sale and I actually played it when it first came out, and because I wanted to see what everyone was talking about with that Nemesis system, and
Right.
it is so cool.
Yeah. So they were hyping it up and they were saying, stay tuned. We're going to show the, first gameplay, blah, blah, blah. So they dropped it today, which is Wednesday, March 8th, when we're recording. And it looks really, really good. And I had actually...
It looked good back then, too.
It looked good back then. And I said something on Reddit yesterday before, it dropped. I said, watch, they're going to show this thing and it's going to be running on Scorpio hardware. And people are like, no, they're not going to say that. They're going to save that for the, the announcement and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I understand that. But what they're going to do is show off the best looking product that they can.
Well, they always do. It's like even with car advertisements and stuff. They're like, you can get this for $14,000, and then the fine print at the bottom, model shown is $30,000.
Exactly.
I'll be back.
Exactly.
Okay.
So they're not going to show you and say that it was Scorpio, but
Right.
from what they showed, it looked spectacular. And
No, you think it's going to be released for both, though, right?
it is.
It's not going to be a Scorpio exclusive.
No. They said that it's coming to Xbox One and PS4 and will take advantage of the Scorpio. So it was like the first official announcement of a game that will take advantage of what Scorpio can offer. So that said, like I said, I think what they showed today was it running on the specs equal to what Scorpio would be. And they also it just slipped my mind. I forgot what I was going to say.
You said it's going to be on PS as well, so I'm assuming
going to be on PlayStation as well. Yep.
right, Pro and all.
Yeah.
Okay. And Microsoft also announced that they will have all the marketing rights.
Exactly.
To the game.
That's what I was going to say. That came out later this afternoon as well. So it's available on PS4, but Microsoft kind of got the rights to the marketing. Kind of how PlayStation got the rights to Call of Duty last cycle. So
Right.
It's all the commercials you'll see for Shadow of War. It will have the Xbox logo, so it'll kind of give people the whole premise and idea that it's maybe only
Exclusive,
on Xbox, but
right.
Yeah, but it's not. But
now you had played Shadow of Mordor. Were there any DLCs that came out with that?
I don't know if there were, and I only played it like for a couple minutes. I actually played it at Pigeon's house the one time.
Because I was wondering, with them doing that exclusive rights to the game, if they'll do like they did with the Call of Duties and stuff that Sony did with all the DLCs come to there first.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's hard to say. I'm not sure. Not sure if they're gonna lock up like any types of specific things like that, but
right.
Hey,
It didn't seem like that type of game. Kind of like Call of Duty is definitely that type of game.
Yeah.
All right, Nintendo news. In Japan, there is an infamous gay porno called A Midsummer's Night's Lewd Dream.
Nice.
The flick has spawned seemingly endless memes online in Japan. It appears like one of its stars is in the Nintendo Switch's photo album setup screen.
Ooh.
His name is Go. It is kind of uncanny.
Yeah, that's very similar.
It's like, do you think it was a joke?
I don't
Because they said that it's
like an
meme.
Easter egg
It's an
or
endless
something?
meme online in Japan. Yeah,
Maybe they're not like easily offended, or their lawyers aren't too concerned about putting like gay porno into the Switch album. But yeah, I don't think that would fly here in the U.S.
that's fucking crazy. It is uncanny how close it is.
Yeah, it's exactly his outline. So I mean,
Right.
somebody would bitch and complain here.
Right. Yeah. I mean, what's her name did for GTA 5?
No,
What's her name? Lindsay Lohan.
Lindsay Lohan.
she needed more blow money. That's why.
Nice. You can reach him at CelticFox_LC on Twitter.
Yeah.
All right. The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild game director Hidemaro
I did it on purpose.
Fujibayashi showed that in order to test gameplay ideas and philosophy for the upcoming Zelda game, Breath of the Wild, a 2D prototype was created in the style of the original NES, The Legend of Zelda.
How awesome! What if they released that game in like DLC?
I was gonna say they need to release that game in DLC,
Even if it's like buggy or broken.
or even if they just release it as a online download $10 game only, not even DLC for like the original game, just like as its own game on the side. That'd be incredible. Anyway, Fujibayashi demonstrated several gameplay experiments, and I'm sorry if I'm hacking his name, in this 2D prototype, such as burning grass or crossing a river using a log.
Speaking of which, I hate those little log ships. They're a pain in the ass.
Oh, I didn't even try one yet. Is that how you got over to the snow mountain?
No. I
Okay.
forget how I got there. I just ate like peppers and steaks.
Yeah, but how did you get across the water?
I think just
Take the
walked
bridge?
around it. Well, yeah.
All right. Anyway, the game's art style, which should intrigue Celk because he's the artist of the group, wasn't the only aspect that involved plenty of experimentation. Before deciding on what would become the art style of the game launching on March 3rd, the Nintendo team tried a number of visual concepts until they settled on Breath of the Wild's look. Satoru Takizawa, Breath of the Wild's art director, unveiled earlier visual styles the team tested out, including one dubbed Hyrule Wars and another alien-themed version called The Legend of Zelda Invasion. Additionally, he showed off different Link concepts, including one Metroid-esque iteration of the character.
I don't know. Do you think they really were like an alien invasion one? Or, I mean, because look at it. It's Link in his big giant bubble suit and his hat sticking on top of the dome, glass dome somehow. And he's even on a motorcycle and rocking a guitar. I don't know. I think this is just fan service. To be honest with
It's
you.
even on a motorcycle rocking the guitar.
Maybe the alien one, I could see like the Guardians coming from the ship.
See, like I was looking at that under the trial and error clip that you have in there where he's looking at that big ship up in the sky. And I can see that more so than I can see, like you said, with the big bubbly looking space suit with the bubble on top and the hat hanging out the back.
Yeah. And there's like a little Metroid in the background.
Right.
Although I could use that dirt bike to get around though.
It's like a Daryl Dixon bike.
Totally is.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, they really need to release that 8-bit, it's almost top-down isometric looking version of the game.
Yeah,
They
that
have to.
2D game. Yeah. Oh,
It's so good.
That'd be
It's
awesome.
awesome.
yeah, it does.
Nice. All right, multi-platform news. Bungie has revealed the first details about Destiny's first full sequel, including
We're getting this game.
what progression from the original game players will be able to carry over. That's interesting. All right, power, possessions, and Eververse-related items and currency from the first Destiny will not carry over to the sequel. They will still be available on the original Destiny, though.
Dump my whole character and start new.
Yeah. However, Bungie will preserve character customization from the first game, such as the class, race, gender, face, hair, and marking selections for all characters that have been achieved level 20 and completed the Black Garden story mission will carry forward. They also plan to award those veteran accounts with honors that reflect your Destiny 1 accomplishments.
Yeah, I would think that
the raid.
basically what they're going to do is allow you to bring that personalized character over, but just say everybody starts from a
Scratch again.
from an equal ground. So really, your progression and stuff doesn't mean anything.
It would be interesting if they let you bring over your outfit, like the colors that you had kind of found and stuff.
Yeah, I would think that the colors and that, again, like everything related to customization,
Yeah, the shaders.
would be carried over. But obviously, they're going to reset all the characters back to whatever the so-called level 0 is going to be.
No,
Right.
I don't think shaders are carried over. I think it's just your.
No, I didn't say that they would or that they are. I was just saying it would be cool if they did. Just because, I mean, a lot of those are like found.
Or maybe what they say that some of the accomplishments, maybe you'll get rewarded with like certain shaders that you
Right.
can't get anywhere else.
But again, it'd be cool if you could bring some of your other old shaders because of how much fun they were.
How would
Not
you guys?
fun,
do it?
but-
Don't play it.
Yeah, we did. Again, you're super quiet, dude.
You don't play it.
No,
We did. We played the crap out of it. How many hours did you put in that
we
game?
don't
60?
play it. We had over 400 and something hours into it originally.
How many raids did
Jesus.
you beat?
Oh my god. 3. I don't remember.
No, you didn't. You jerk.
All right, beers. Calc.
Yeah, it's still a yay for me. This is
Still a yay.
really good.
All right. Myself, I'm still yay my Wynona's Big Brown Ale. Pidge.
You're gonna say beaver.
I did. I almost did.
It's a nay. But
So it
maybe
was started off a nay and it ended up a nay.
Yeah, that alcohol is so smooth, and it freaking creeps up on you fast.
Now, how did it, like, remember you were saying the bourbon kind of, what'd you say it,
Matures.
yeah, matured with the warming of the glass? Did you notice that?
Agree with that?
You wouldn't?
No, I just know that it is. If you're a big fan of bourbon, this is for you because that 13%, like I said, 13% alcohol just creeps up on you. Oh,
All right. Calc, I'm going to get a food pairing from you this time.
Ooh. Oh, boy. I'm torn on this one. Food pairing, Scottish. You know what? I could actually go for like a battered fish. So I'll say fish and chips.
I have to come out black and blue. You get it, Pidge? Do you get it?
It's battered.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not that drunk.
How do you batter a worm, right?
That's exactly
Punch the
it.
shit out of it like you.
Nice. All right, let's get a refill, and we'll be back with the Brown Breeze.
For more from the Loaded Couch, check us out on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook.
Hey, if you like me, follow me on Twitch and Twitter at Pigeon Pegleg. What's going on, guys? This is Cataclysmic Doom. Make sure to check me out on Twitch and Twitter at Cataclysmic Doom.
Hey, this is Scotchhound. If you want to hear more from me, you can check me out on Twitter at Scotchhound_LC or on Twitch at Scotchhound. All right, while Celk's filling out his beer, we're back with the Brown Breeze. Yeah, Pidge, what are you drinking?
Ferns. I'm drinking the same beer. This is like a yes,
Bravo.
thank you. This is it's the Bravo. It's the Imperial Brown now at 13.2% alcohol. Firestone Walker Brewing Company. This is a sipping beer. This is not like take a good gulp or a big sip. Like it said, it warms up as you drink it, so you should sip it.
Myself, I'm still in my Wynona's Big Brown Ale. It's it wasn't a huge bottle, but it's big enough. Yeah. So I'm still just drinking on that. And Celk, as he's adding his, Celk, you want to read it, or are you slowly typing and I'll just read it off for you?
He's drinking like a 4-year-old.
Drinking the Samuel Smith Nut Brown Ale.
He's got to get all the foil off it before he can type it in.
Exactly.
Foil glued on here.
It says it's the Old Brewery in, what is this, Tadcaster, Northern Yorkshire.
Ooh.
Where's that? Antarctica?
Oi!
Exactly. This is
Russia?
This is crazy. I'm reading the description on the website too. It's brewed with well water.
Real quick.
Well water. The original well at the Old Brewery sunk in 1758 is still in use. With the hard well water being drawn from 85 feet underground. So that's crazy.
No, it needs to be 500 feet.
Who drank the beer the one time from like the well from the monks?
It was the 500-foot well.
Yeah.
I think that's the St. Bernardus beer.
Yeah.
St. Bernardus.
Couldn't be $4.99. It was exactly 500.
Had to be 500.
That's right.
And it's 5% alcohol ABV. It says best served at about 55 degrees Fahrenheit.
And that's what you have your third of fridge set at, right?
Yeah, exactly. Got to let it warm up a little bit.
All right. Let's get right into the Diarrhea of the Mouth.
Yeah, there you go.
And let's start off with Paris has a new weapon in its long-standing battle against Les Pipis Sauvages.
Pipis Sauvages.
Yeah. Or wild peeping, a prohibited practice of urinating in the street.
Wild peeing, not peeing.
Oh, sorry. Wild peeing. Yeah, I had the Les Pipis Sauvages. The pipis going on some. Okay, yeah, wild peeing. Wild peeing. What's that, where you spray it all over the place?
Just wild peeping is where you're looking.
That's right, where you're just going around looking at them everything. you throw open the women's door and you run into their bathroom. I see you! And then run back out again. All right, oh
my gosh.
Urinator, a large box with an a large box with an opening at the front, topped with an attractive floral display, has an added bonus of making public peeing acceptable.
What do you think an attractive floral display would be, Scotch?
What's
something that can handle a
baby's breath?
Yeah.
what can handle overspray and splash?
Yeah, that's what I was just trying to think. Something that's can handle basic soils.
Tiny.
I don't know. All right, the miniature garden sits atop a closed bin containing dry straw, sawdust, or wood chips that, after the passing of time and water, is collected and then transformed into compost to be used in parks and gardens.
I think Scotchy could appreciate this.
Yeah, this is actually pretty interesting. So,
Scott's like, I need to enact this in my town.
how How the heck? I guess it's made for men only.
Yeah, they said they're trying to find a way for women. It's kind of hard.
Okay, I was gonna say it doesn't look like they could back the
Unless
plaintiff on that,
you're unless you're the woman from Step Brothers
yeah.
who lifts her legs up, pees in the urinal. So hot.
That's crazy that they have a public peeping or wild peeping issue going on. I have to come up with this.
Wild people.
Yeah, no, a wild peeing issue going on in Paris that they have to worry about this. It's just crazy.
This is a bunch of drunk skunks.
They got to put a couple of these outside the one episode we talked about the drunks.
Well, your dad's the mayor.
The drunks that were pissing on the old church and wearing away the block.
Yeah,
That's right.
I put this in place of that. There you go.
Make like a fence of it.
All right. The next one comes from our very own Pigeon Pegleg's dresser drawer. A company in Japan. Company in Japan has manufactured underwear that has a camel toe shape on it. With a camel toe mold.
What are you, French now?
Mold, yeah, which is made of silicone or thick fabric, is sewn into the front of the underwear. These panties have been tagged as party pants.
So hot. Cuck wears this with his dick eyeshadow or the dick eyeliner when he goes out on Saturdays.
Party pants appeal to the transgender market,
So you go,
specifically
Ooh.
men who are transitioning to become women.
oh my God. So Caitlyn Jenner has one of these?
Those of them who want to conceal their manly parts use party pants.
So, Kelk, do you see the clown midgets? Do they take the pants off and they see this when you're watching this porn?
Rocking the moose knuckle.
It's hilarious.
Fucking.
Look at
I
these
used
things.
to in college. There's this website. It's called RateMyCamelToe.com, and I used to take a screenshot or a copy of the picture and then rename it as homework for like mechanical engineering class. And people used to open it. Oh, or I used to get like big giant dongs and did it. Oh my gosh, because it was like a shared drive in the engineering lab. Oh my gosh, it was too funny. I'm such a child.
Yeah, because you went to college when you were 7.
Yeah, you would think, right?
All right, questions from listeners. Oh, actually, let's just one more time. Party pants.
Party pants.
All right, questions from listeners. At Cut It Out, Quit It. It's quit it, right? Cut it out, quit it. Yeah.
So I can say it with like a French accent.
Quit it out, quit it. Yeah. Ow, 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 ow. Why am I writing this question and fact? I just had my appendix removed because I wanted to prevent it from becoming inflamed or even rupturing in the future because it's useless. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, I'm an asshole because the fucking tiny flesh sac actually protects beneficial bacteria living in the gut. Sorry. Peeps who have an appendix tend to have higher concentrations of lymphoid tissue in their cecum. All right. Did you have yours removed?
Kelk looks like a cecum. I did not have mine removed. My brother did.
Nah.
My brother did.
Still got mine.
I think my mom, at Deb Selly had hers removed. She, I don't know if it was while she was pregnant and it like ruptured and she was like, I got stomach pain, but I'll still work because my mom's like a hardcore worker. Yeah. It was like 3 days later when she was like, doubled over and like so much pain. 3 days after it ruptured, she could have died.
She was Chuck Norris's stand-in.
Yeah, she could have died. And she's like, no. You know what? I probably should tell them about it.
It's the other way around. Chuck Norris was her stand-in.
Dude, we should make Deb Selly like global status like Chuck Norris.
Nice, yeah.
We'll make a 365-day calendar of Deb Selly quotes.
We need to have a picture of her and just put that like as a meme. Chuck Norris was her stand-in.
Nice.
Chuck Norris is my body double.
That's it, yeah. All right. No, so Calc, you didn't?
No, I still have mine.
Right,
actually, if you go to our website on my homepage, you can see Deb Selly. So.
Oh, okay.
But it has to be published first.
I thought you were going to say your appendix. All right. Well, thank you for the question at Cut It Out, Quit It.
Nice.
All right. The next question comes from at Aw Ping Pong Dong.
Ball, ping pong dong.
The pollution here in China is absolutely terrible. Terrible.
Jesus.
Oh,
So racist.
God.
Did you know that the Chinese city of Nanjing is getting a vertical forest? A set of 2 buildings stylized with around 1,100 trees and a combination of over 2,500 shrubs and plants. The Nanjing Towers will absorb enough carbon dioxide to make around 132 pounds of oxygen every day. Scotch, how would you maintenance these buildings, and what combo of trees, shrubs, and plants would you use?
Ferns, lots of ferns.
Maintenance of the building. Well, if it's done correctly, you shouldn't need to maintenance the building.
Rain barrels every floor.
What's the
No, because it should have a semi-pervious soil in it, and then
I'm
all the
wondering
plant material should not need a lot of water.
Take your license out of the equation, Scott.
What's the weight supposed to be on this? I mean, that's like a lot of weight. Soil and trees and water.
They kind of get around that by using a low-weight soil. It's a very porous soil.
Very airy.
It's got like
Yeah.
a lot of foam pellets in it.
Because it's a lot of that, you know how they're doing those green roofs and stuff. That's a lot of the big concern right now is how much load that the plant material and stuff's adding to it.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to take into consideration just the plant material itself. The soil and all should be fine.
So what trees, plants, and shrubs combo?
Trees, I don't know. It depends on what climate you're in.
Come on, we're in China.
A lot of grasses,
Bamboo trees.
reed grasses and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
like 17 pandas that are left in the
on
world.
on the shady side of the building, ferns. Everywhere else, I don't know.
You look up
Baby's breath.
Look up in the
perennials.
sky, and there's panda bears hanging off the side of the building, eating stuff.
There's Xing Zhang, get down. Oh my god, it's pieces.
That's pretty interesting, though. I mean, this is, I think, where most of these green infrastructure things are starting to go. I don't think they're going to go to this extreme because we don't have carbon dioxide or smog everywhere in the world.
Would these
bad as
things?
China does.
Would these buildings thrive on Mars?
No, because there's no atmosphere.
I
no
think
rain.
Mars Jetty has one already erected.
But I think this is like kind of what the the green thumb tree huggers expectations of what these green roofs are going towards. This is their expectations of what would be their ideal situation.
Exactly.
It is hideous.
When a roof just isn't enough, you build a building.
That's right, exactly. It was crazy when I was in France and Germany. I saw 2 different locations where they had done green walls. Like the entire wall of a building was nothing but plant material. It was pretty cool.
Ivy,
There was mixed ivy into it too. Yeah.
moss,
Yep, there's some of that. A whole bunch of different stuff. It's like they create these pocket things.
baby's breath, moss, and ivy and ferns. That's all I know.
What if the whole building is covered in poison ivy?
There you go. Nice. Keep out intruders.
Yeah, then that means the U.S. shot bullets at them. They planted the bullets of poison ivy.
Nice. That'd be incredible. All right. Well, thank you for the question. Yeah. At Ping Pong Dong. Our last question comes from at Shansena. I am typically out of the gaming scene, but all my friends play WWE 2K, Madden, and the main FPSs. So when I got my hands on the Nintendo Switch, I was happy to see I'm not completely left behind from the gamer crowd. Anyway, what's that?
Not many games out for the Switch.
Yeah. Anyway, do you guys think that is still a target audience for Nintendo in comparison to the big 2 and computer games developers?
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
so I'm assuming he's saying, do you think the non-gamers are still a big target audience for Nintendo? Like the persons who are new to gaming?
I don't know if it's new to gaming, but I think what the target audience is for Nintendo is mobile phones probably dominates the earth.
Okay.
And why not make a mobile device that plays our first party games? And let's court some of the third party publishers and developers onto our system.
But again,
And-
it's, I mean, I can see where you're going with that. But for their ease of games, for the more of the technical, not just the easy, mobile games that you're kind of talking about, like with Mario Kart and stuff like that. Nintendo for some reason seems to lead the crowd on simplicity.
That's what they are.
So is that kind of their thing? It's just they're trying to make sure that anybody who picks up the system will be able to play that game no matter what. Because I mean, think about throwing like your grandmother into playing like Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
No, I don't.
And
I
then
don't
think of your grandmother playing Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, but PS4 and Xbox One aren't doing that. They're not saying like, "Oh, we have the hardest hardcore games on our system."
But they are more of a hardcore gaming console than Nintendo is.
No, I think people are more used to touchscreens and tablets than they are with a controller in your hand and a big ass television on your wall. I think like our parents are like, well, I mean, there's already more than 2 buttons. What am I gonna do?
Right. But now on that, have you on the Switch tried to use your touch screen?
I have.
It doesn't work for Breath of the Wild. It's all controller.
No, it is because I think they took away that feature for some reason. I forget. There was an article about it.
When the Joy-Cons are attached to it, you can't use the touchscreen on like the home screen.
You can. I thought you could.
If I might have it turned off then, because I was not able to when the Joy-Cons were attached.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I thought I was able to do a touchscreen with that stuff. I don't know. I'd like to get Calc's opinion here because he's a Xbox fanboy.
Yeah, I think he fell asleep.
No.
What do you think, Calc? Do you think the target audience is just everybody, where it seems like Xbox and PlayStation are kind of like, okay, we know who our gaming crowd is. We know that these guys are familiar with harder type of games. We don't have to play to like the non-gamer crowds.
No, I think their target's always their big IP following. I'm still concerned with where they're going to be with their third-party support for the Switch.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I mean, what's the next round of third-party game? September, October, November?
Yeah, well, I was going to say holiday season.
That's the first round, right?
Well, holiday season when like all the big games come out and you got the third-party games. Like, I guess you could say like the Middle-earth Shadow of War. Like there's a third-party type of game that's not being supported on the Switch, right?
We don't know.
You can say right, yeah, but we don't know because they are starting to add a lot of the games that are being supported on Xbox One and PS.
Well, it could be down the road, but I'm saying like right now they've already announced that it's on PS4, Xbox, and Scorpio. So that's I'm starting to be concerned. Like there's going to be a limited selection of third party. I mean, it'll be way more than it was on the Wii U, but
here comes the hate train.
But I still think their big focus is obviously their first party stuff.
Not only that, I think Cal, part of what he's saying is correct. I think they're heavily relying on their first party stuff. I mean, let's face it.
But I'm asking not the games themselves for the like what the game is based on. I'm saying their target audience.
No, but I'm getting to that point. If you let me speak real quick. I think they're heavily relying on their first party titles for the core gamers that know that they're going to get the Nintendo and they're going to be satisfied with the first party titles. However, I think what they're doing is they're going for these indie games, which is the indie games that they're doing.
Yeah.
Which could be on your phone as well. So if you translate, these little simple apps, but a little more better, if you can say that, on your tablet, on your Switch, I think that's what they're going for. They're going for these like indie games, these short, simple, sweet games on your phone, on your tablet that you could take anywhere. Instead of having the kind of the base model game on your phone. I don't know. That's just.
But again, it's kind of almost playing to everyone as your audience, not just. And again, I know that.
Yeah, I mean that's what they did that for the Wii. I mean, the Wii sold like gangbusters, and I think that's what they're trying to replicate here.
Right, but I think the Wii also had on its side that big active.
Yeah.
Kind of like push, like showing people getting up off their chairs and stuff. Where I don't think they pushed that as hard with this as they did with the Wii, the original Wii.
I play the Switch at the stoplight, so whatever.
All right. Well, thank you for the question at Sean Cena.
Thanks for that huge input, Calc.
Yeah, you were good on that one.
Sure.
I think he's just enjoying his beer. Finally.
Oh, you said Nintendo. I'm muting. Bye.
Yes. All right. Last round of yays and nays on the beers for those who changed. Which is just Calc, I guess, right?
Yeah, it's a yay for me. It's actually pretty decent stuff.
Isn't this it's a Scotch ale, right? This is one of your favorite Scotch ales?
No, he changed it up to the nut brown.
Yeah,
time.
this is the
okay,
the
I was
nut
gonna say.
brown. It's a little bit on the drier side, but it's got like very nutty. It's got the nut flavors definitely in it.
You like those nut flavors, don't you?
Manhood coming out of his mouth.
It almost makes me want like cheese, some kind of cheese, like a cheese platter or something like that.
We're going platter now, huh?
Nice.
There you
All right. Okay.
Why don't we switch it up from fish and chips and pork?
go.
So that's the end of the show. I'm going to end with a few things real quick. If you guys want to complain to us about our website not being up, you can reach us at CelticFox_LC. Otherwise,
Nice.
you can reach us
Or at the little couch at Gmail.
Yeah. Or you can reach us at the little couch at gmail.com. You can also reach us at the little couch on Twitter, or Pigeon Peg Leg at Twitter or everywhere, and Scotchhound_LC on Twitter
And
as well.
shout out to Hooligan Fish and Mrs. Hooligan Fish.
Yes. And all right, that's the show. Thanks for listening, guys, and we will catch you next week.
Later.
Later.